Diana.
We lost Peter, I think.
Hi, everybody.
Yay.
Hi,
Peter.
Peter.
And
Hi, older Lucia.
Hello. How are you?
I didn't
Oh, good to
recognize you.
see
Your
ya.
hair is different.
Yeah, looks great.
Yeah, it looks
Oh,
nice.
it's curly.
I'm getting a bunch.
Hi,
I'm not
Alex.
getting everybody's
Hello.
pictures.
Diana sitting in her car at
Yeah,
sun.
you have magenta light coming across your
Yeah.
I
face,
see
Diana.
that. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, you look like woo woo.
That's great.
We were on the wrong.
I'm.
Diane,
D.
Donna is here.
Hi, Erica.
Erica's
Hi,
here.
Diane Joy.
Hello,
Hi,
everybody. Hi, Wendy.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Erica.
Erica.
Hello. So
Hi,
happy
Sherry.
to see you.
Diana Martinez,
Dan.
I never saw anything like that. You have magenta all
Hey.
over your face.
Yes,
I see
magenta.
that.
She has a magenta beam.
Yay.
Yes.
Just
Wow.
stay right there.
Yes. It's
Hi,
bathing me.
Diana.
Hi there.
Nice to
Okay,
see
we got
you.
about
Nice to see you.
8 people missing still.
Sunny is
You know
missing.
So
what?
Where's
There's
Sunny?
another call going on.
Where's
Yes.
Sunny?
There's
you go
another
get her?
call going on.
Can you go
Julie,
get her?
There are 11 of us right now
Yeah, there's another
in
call. Other
various
people are on
states.
Hello,
another.
everybody.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
Scott.
Poor Scott.
Nice to see you.
and Dennis is here.
Dennis. Hi, Dennis.
Hi, Dennis.
Hi, Dennis.
Hi, Dennis.
Hey, everybody.
Oh.
I'll be right
The
back.
best part of the call, everybody's
Hey,
hello.
Dennis.
Hi, Dennis. Awesome.
No, he wants to go and do something.
Be right back.
Here. He's got a fan running on top. So.
Hi, Doreen. Hi, Peter.
Hello.
Hey, Erica.
Hi, Erica.
Erica. Let me text Sunny and see if she'll hang up and call back again or something.
Yes.
Yeah, because she's in the other call.
But I saw her name.
I thought Bernadette was going to be on, but I haven't seen her yet.
She is on the other call.
Are we recording
Yes.
this?
Yes.
Yes.
Good, good.
Three of us are trying to record.
Yay.
Good. Remember that.
Our quantum team.
Yes.
Well, the
Hey, Bernadette.
Bernadette. Hello.
Bernadette. Yay.
I think there's more in the very top, which shows one no new balance. And within that is all mastery. Within that is the trickster. We each don't have an individual trickster. We have one trickster. It gets smarter and smarter at tricking us every day.
The trickster's been hanging out with me pretty
All
much constantly.
of quantum strength is in that circle. So the trickster is in the circle. Quantum strength is in the circle. Balance is in the circle. Love and positivity are derivatives of the circle. They all come from balance. The spirit and soul is a derivative from the circle.
Yeah.
Their energy. So, as the mirror allows you to reduce, using the circle, you can reduce it down to 2. What's quantum? And what's because you're a master in quantum? because you're a master of all change in quantum. That's in the circle also. So it's just a way to simplify even further. Anything that has to do with energy, your magnificence is in quantum. Your ability, the female male thing is really in quantum in spin, but it also has a spirit and a soul, which is different. But all your quantum mastery is in the circle, in the thing that we're all moving towards is quantum mastery. And what's another word for quantum?
Change.
Daily change. But to know where that mastery comes from, it's all within the circle. So, no.
Oops.
Oh.
Hmm.
Hey, Scotty.
Uh-oh. Peter's gone again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dial him back in, Noreen.
Hmm?
Dial him back in.
He can if he goes to the messages. He's here. Yay.
Yay.
You're nice and clear tonight, Peter.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's Bernadette. My
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah. How come you look so sleepy?
I'm a bit
See
dopey.
that
Never mind
in London?
sleepy.
You're just 6 hours away or whatever it is.
I'm
7.
6 hours. So funny.
But it allows you to do it in two things. Think of energy as anything outside the circle,
Yes.
but anything that's quantum or daily change that's in the circle. So it's it's new, it's balance. Because you have balance, you automatically have love and have
Positivity.
Uh-oh. Olga,
Diane.
Sophia, it's
Reminder.
all you. My
No,
theory holds.
it's not me. I'm
Diane.
treating him very well. It's not me.
It's holding.
I won't buy that. Sorry.
So
Positivity, you said, Peter.
hi Diana.
Hi.
I'm getting quick views of people and using those views to give a quick hello.
Yeah.
Fast.
Yeah, very fast.
I'll try James Dandy. He'll join, but it doesn't look like.
Wow.
It's like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
lunchtime for him.
18.
Mm.
Alice, is
And,
he there?
we're up well over. We're beginning to push 32.
Wow.
Oh, goody.
Looking at somebody's backyard, back door.
Looks like the.
It's me. Who's that? Oh, Alice.
Oh,
How are you?
how are you, Esther?
I had to find a spot.
Oh,
You squeezed in there.
Diane Lynn, are you out in the porch tonight?
she's got the camera
Inside and warm? Good.
Yes. We're going to get 8 inches of snow.
Ooh.
Oh, you're
Wow.
there, Diane.
Wow.
Hi, Diane.
Hi. I mean, I don't know who you think.
Did you say 8 inches of snow?
Yep.
Wow.
Tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here we go.
Brian.
Hey guys. Wow.
There's 4 Dianes, isn't there?
It's confusing.
So, hey, Dinah Lynn, how are you?
Hi, Peter.
Good.
You ready for the snow tomorrow?
The screen is full. It's great. Which means everybody at various seats. Yeah, just reduce. That's all right. We're doing it. We're seeing each other. It's brief, but we're quantum, and we're fast. We got fast. As I was sharing, we have another way to look at things.
Oh, so frustrating.
I wonder if
Well,
whenever somebody comes in, Peter goes.
Yeah.
That's true.
where is
Somebody new?
he?
What it is.
Oh, there he is.
We'll have to keep quiet.
It's back.
Quantum is quiet.
Here we go again. So there we are, full. And, well, that's great, full.
Yes.
Now, we can now do it with a 2. We can use the circle which Judy did, and that's the circle that goes 1, no new balance.
Yes.
1, no new balance. We did that for 5,000 supercycles. And if each supercycle is 34 trillion zeros, a long time. And then we added one word, multiples. And what did we add? A magnificence. So we had the ability to do no new.
Oh no!
No new balance.
No new
It always seems to be when somebody gets on that he gets kicked off. I wonder.
That's what I was saying.
No, it's something else. I'll have to.
Is
Yeah,
there?
I know you want to say that it's my fault, but it's not.
It's not.
Olga, every
So
call.
here we are again.
On.
No new balance multiples. And that's all we are. One word, multiples. We are all
Yeah.
unique.
Okay.
We are all quantum.
Yes.
Hi, Harry. I just
Hi,
saw your
finally.
name.
Hey, Harry.
And
There
your
you are, Harry.
face.
Hey, Harry.
Yeah.
This
Hey,
is the
Harry,
this
you
is
came
the
from
third
the other
time I've
call.
joined this a phone call with, and I don't know what's going on.
Well, welcome.
Indeed.
So we have that circle, which is 1. And it's everything we know. And then everything is new. And then balance. No new balance. No new balance. And what do we add? Multiples. That's it. It's that simple. We've added one more thing. The multiples really got fun and brings in love and brings in positive. It brings in spirit. It brings in soul. It brings in 2 types of energy. But it's all from no.
New balance.
New and no new balance.
Uh-oh. I lost him again.
Well, I don't feel so bad now because I got cut out twice.
He's been on it about, this is his sixth time, I think.
Yeah.
Sixth.
So no New Balance multiples, period.
Yes.
One circle, that's it. And then a lot of other stuff that goes, we quantum has thought up along the way. But it really boils down to no new balances. No new balance the new, and then there's multiple of us that do it, and we spread out through 1,000 universes. We're all connected. There's, we just happen to be the center of everything. Hi, Bonnie. So, but it's all connected. And you can do it with circle and adjuncts to that circle.
Mhm.
The circle has trickster. We all have the same trickster. The circle has quantum strength. We all have quantum strength. It took us a long time to evolve quantum strength, about 10,000 super cycles. But all you have to do is access it. And you do that in the circle. So you go into the circle for know what you know. Anything new, you balance anything new. You have quantum strength, which means you can go outside the circle into anything. Just do it. Your spirit, your soul, two types of energy. Bonnie says she blocked that.
I don't know. I've been ringing too many people. Maybe we are over the limit. I cannot add anybody to the call.
So, and then we get really good ideas for each other. For example, now it says Bonnie's back.
She
Hi,
was
Bonnie, I haven't seen you yet.
gone. She came back for a second.
The two things. That's it. That circle that Judy did, and what's in there. So if you think you're doing quantum things and you're outside the circle, you're kidding yourself. You're being tricked by the tricksters.
Our Magnificence knows how to do all of that, though, right?
Exactly.
But you don't.
And you are your magnificence.
Yeah.
You're just not standing aside enough yet with your personality and your three egos and all those things. Just that's your problem. That's not.
Yep. So if anything is difficult, we know that it's not in quantum and balance. It needs to be simple, and then it'll be clear to us that that is quantum and to follow that road. Yeah.
And to talk to your Magnificence. And get your information from your Magnificence. I think that would help.
Yeah, inside the
Stay
circle.
there.
Oh,
Stay
Yeah.
there.
He's
Peter's
gone.
gone again?
He's been gone. He's gone.
Oh. I'm
I
asleep
love
at
that
the
light
button.
above your head.
Yeah, it's effective, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Symbolic.
Oh.
Corona aura.
And remember, this is a 1,000-day process. You can't do it faster than 1,000 days. And if you're not doing things each 1,000 days, you're not gaining. You're not doing one of the days.
Yes. You're adding to the other end.
He's off again.
Noreen, can you repeat what he said, please?
I'm sorry?
Can you repeat what he said?
If
He's
you're
back.
not doing
Not
a
do it.
1,000
Okay.
days,
You're not doing so.
So if 1,000 days too fast, don't worry about it. Don't do it every day.
Yes.
Take a day off. It's okay. This is not a horse race.
Yes.
Remember,
Thing.
It's a
We're endless.
forever race. It's
It
a
is. It is.
non-race.
You don't do the work. You keep adding to the.
quantum is endless.
endless, yes.
Quantum is endless.
Yes.
That means it never began. It'll never end. It's never been any different. That's
And that,
very cool.
Yes.
yeah,
It's just
it's
our
like a
once.
certainty, isn't it?
Yes, Bernadette.
It's like a certainty.
Yeah.
But
It
even
is
though it's
literally
uncertain,
endless, and you are all quantum. You just it's a long time, and so this is helping your spirit and soul realize that and remember quantum and return to quantum. And do we get anything for returning to quantum? Yeah. Everything is fun. Everything continues to be endless. We are happy with it, whatever is going on. We're growing spirit as quantums. We are growing our skills. We are experiencing no time. All the gaps. When,
all the gaps what,
Yes.
Scotty?
What happened?
You say it.
Endless is your quantum guarantee.
Ah.
Where is Peter? Lost him again. No, I shouldn't touch anything. My
Yeah, he said
hands
gaps,
are away
so
from the
it
computer.
disappeared.
So it's you, Narine.
Huh?
here you go again.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
All the
Noreen.
gaps.
prove it to you.
When we kind of wander around, didn't know what to do, they're gone. Clear it out. So there's no gaps. It's just plain fun, happiness, mastery, and no time. The only thing we use time for is coordinates, which is why it was invented.
What was invented, Peter?
The coordinate system that has been called time.
The coordinate system.
Time.
The timing comes there,
Right. I mean, for example, Nell is wonderful. She is Ben Franklin. She has all, but she doesn't remember it. And yet I can take my hands and completely change her moment in 5 seconds.
He left.
Wow, that's great.
He's
Yeah.
talking. He's talking about removing Nell's pain because Nell has bad arthritis, and that he can put
Oh,
a hand on
that's
her, and
yes.
she will acknowledge that. So
She
Yes.
that she lets him do.
yes.
Okay. She allows that. I got it.
So that circle that Judy presented us, which is at the top of the website, is so valuable.
Thank you, Judy.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You're most welcome.
Thank you, Judy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judy.
Thank you also for the beautiful email that you sent. That really inspired this call. You and Diana and Bernadette and Julie.
Everybody.
Yes.
Everybody.
Thank you, Diana, for asking for a call.
Yeah, that was.
Yes.
Thank you. Needed my family.
Now, where is
Hi,
Peter?
Julie.
Hey,
Hey,
Julie, Brian,
hey.
I saw ya. Now I've seen you. I'm too quick. Judy, um, Julie is using colored silver and Costco wipes to kill all bacteria. You know, bacteria and
Uh-oh.
Aw.
He probably was going to say viruses.
That's a great idea.
Yes.
It is.
Hmm.
Yeah, you could make a good business with that. A good business.
so bacteria is really different than virus. Virus basically modifies your DNA. That's how it works. And we want our DNA the way we have it.
Hmm.
Our magnificence does. So anything we get in there and change it is welcome.
It's gonna get zapped. Huh?
Hmm.
Change from inside the circle. That's where you want to change it as a master.
Yes.
And then sometimes you're working on something and you won't have any success, but it's because of your magnificence and MTDs. MTD means mystery, twist, and turn. Your magnificence knows, but you don't.
Yes.
I don't. We don't.
Consciousness is the last to know, then.
We lost him again.
Lorraine. Consciousness is the last to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Bernie.
So that's where a lot of the fun comes from. And our magnificence knows, but we don't. But we do know that that's the way we work.
Hmm.
So we become a complete master
Yes.
of MTTs. So we actually know, but we don't know. Because we won't tell ourselves. Because otherwise we wouldn't have as much fun as we have.
True.
The happiness, we're just happy. That, that's been around so long. And I mean, people like Lynn and Cami did such a job and continue to do such job.
Ah, yes.
Hey, Nadine, what are you doing?
Olga's gonna be off of next call, and you'll see it'll go smooth.
Yay.
Analog.
Now, we're still going to do a call on the 1st of April.
Yay.
Good.
Yay.
Okay.
So
Good.
this is the 18th. I done the date.
Hi, Peter.
This is the 18th
Yes.
of March. So it's not long away, but we're still going to do it.
2 weeks.
It
Today.
just seems appropriate.
Yeah.
Peter, can I ask you a
Yes,
question?
sure.
Okay, so I hope you had a wonderful birthday with your family. And we know that your birthday was an important date. And I'm just wondering if you can share with us any update as to what you experienced on your birthday or since your birthday.
We've talked about a clustering of dates. And when dates, multiple dates appear, you work with cluster.
Okay.
So the most important thing of all are you got us. We
Oh,
Oh.
ay, ay, ay.
He's coming back.
Oh, a new
Oh, look
one's
at
on the
Oh, that's
that.
front.
pretty.
That's
Nice.
pretty.
That's
Yes.
Alice.
Nice picture. Wow.
So also clustered in there was my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Also clustered in there was the fact I had finished a year um, from the 26th of February. Now, so I don't know what the current cluster is,
Okay.
but I am basically still the old me.
But you're always changing, Peter, so
And
you're always kind of the new one.
it'll really be fun to be the young me, but it that doesn't even compare to us, to we, and so I that's everything.
Hmm.
Cool.
So
And
Whoops.
Still here?
Nope.
No, he just got
it'd be
went
good
away.
to ask him about the virus, just his perspective.
Yeah, can you ask Diane, please?
Well, you can ask too.
You seem to get through,
um,
Peter,
yes,
can I ask another thing? Just just from your perspective, and I feel like it's really wonderful that we can all be here now with all of this going on with the virus. Anything that you would like to share with us in regard to that?
yeah. Um, I stated and state someplace that in the website that basically the problem is you go back and that's where your reality is. So the Bible is 3 zeros.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you read it, Upanishads, because you're Indian, you go back to the intergalactic wars, you go back further. So you have difference. You have different views, you have different things. Um, Noreen, if Noreen wasn't,
Uh-oh.
Would you like to finish that, Noreen?
Yes.
Would you like to fill in the blank?
Yeah, fill in the gap.
I'm the reason.
Noreen wouldn't have the problem. He wouldn't have coronavirus because he'd be taking some Indian things. But what if you don't have a problem? You don't have mastery, and you're not even working towards it. Some of you got a note from um, I got it, and I said, and I'll remember her name in a minute. But I said that's not going to teach me about mastery, and I want to master daily change. I want to have fun. I want to be happy. I want to grow my skills. I want to grow as a person. And I don't want to experience time.
What was that about the option ads, Noreen?
I don't know. Was it maybe Cammy?
Um,
I don't know.
Ask again, Bernadette.
yeah.
Sorry,
Who do you think it was?
Peter, what was that about the option ads with Noreen? I don't understand.
Bernadette is asking about the Upanishads and myself. What was going on there?
Her name's almost there.
Oh, he's looking for somebody.
She's a wonderful person, but that's not the point. The point is mastery. And the only way to do it is the way we're doing it. Um, and the Indians, they're Indians. Most of them aren't even facing this. They aren't learning anything about mastery.
Mm-hmm. They got
We're learning all of this,
yes,
and we're working with all of it,
uh-huh.
and we have very.
Oh no,
we have what?
We didn't get
We
that
have
out.
very.
Very.
Still trying to like put it all together here. What he's
Fill in
saying.
the blanks.
So
Very.
Peter's looking for some email here. So.
who's this Jill Ballard?
Jilly?
Julie Love.
Julie.
Julie
Julie
Love.
Love. She's having a hard time getting on.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off so someone else.
She said something about sharing. We're basically sharing with ourselves,
Right,
to get it right, and then once we have it right, we can share it correctly.
beautiful, Alice. Oh, she's gone.
And but Minda mentioned the daily hits. We had a spike to 1,018 2 years ago.
So, Noreen, is the daily hits how many people are on the website?
Yes.
Yes.
Went back 50.
Looking at it.
50. And then it's the low point recently is around 100.
Mm-hmm.
But it spiked to over 500 on the 13th of March. So that's very recent, and it shows we're making progress using real numbers to look at our real progress. So our approach is working.
Yay.
And when you go from 1,000 back to 50, most people just don't think it's their birthright. They think it's their birthright, and it'll just magically come to it. That's not the way it works. To return to quantum, just as we all understood no new balance, all we really have done is multiples.
Mm-hmm.
So that circle, GD circle, is no.
A lot of good information we're missing.
We needed quantum strength. That took 10,000 super cycles to develop, but we have it now. We need a trickster that is one. We have it. We don't even have a trickster. We have the same trickster. We have the same quantum strength. We have the same no new balance.
Yes.
And we have the same objectives. We endlessly forward. We're masters of daily change. Period.
Yes.
I'm keeping this simple for us
Yes.
because it
Yes.
is
Thank you.
simple.
Yeah.
Peter, we probably wouldn't advance as fast as we did if we didn't have the trickster, because we really had to work hard to deal with that energy.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, see, the cards are a way of working, of our magnificence working with us. That's just another channel
Mm-hmm.
for our magnificence to use. You know, many of us, we listen and we just don't get it. So we have multiple channels.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, until we started to return to quantum, our magnificence was completely remote.
Yes.
Completely. Most of us don't even know we have magnificence
Mm-hmm.
when it's remote. But to know we have one, that's that's the truth. In other words, it's multiple. Period. But we also have quantum strength. That took us about 10,000 supercycles. We have the way to procreate.
He's back. Yay.
Hey.
So
Uh-huh.
Alice is gone.
um,
Hmm.
the mastery comes completely from the same place quantum strength does, inside the circle. Sure, there's all this energy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There are two types of energy. Mastery is all of those. The mastery is part of inside the circle. You're not mastering anything that's not inside the circle. Period.
Yes.
All of that information, Peter, really helps to clarify and simplify things. I think it's amazing that Judy came up with that and here, like, listen, just present such a clearer picture of what we're really doing. And so, what I'm looking at, like, as you're talking about this, because I asked you about the coronavirus, is we're returning to quantum, we're in the circle, but the rest of the world is in all the chaos.
Correct. That's exactly, they don't know what's up. And so there are all kinds of theories, but they're wrong.
And inside the circle is inside of ourselves, right?
It's the it's the endlessly forward. It's the quantum part of you.
Yeah.
And it's all inside and around.
Does it have
It's
depth
it's
like
the
the
real
mirror,
you. If you
Peter?
make the real you, it's Judy's one, no new balance, and add multiples. You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Now that also has trickster.
Yes.
We all have the same trickster. I don't have a different than anybody on this call.
Do you remember years ago when we did the experiment with the mirror? You had us look at the mirror and see depth. Does the circle have depth?
The circle is really a sphere,
Okay.
but there's no reason to give it that Z. So XY is plenty.
Yeah. The field
But
is interesting.
it really is just so simple.
Mm-hmm.
So what do multiples mean? Multiples mean procreation. multiples mean spirit. So multiples mean quantum strength.
Yeah.
What good is it if there's no connection between quantum strength in your spirit and soul?
Yeah.
It's a joke. And then
Uh-oh. Wake up.
Do we know why we're losing
to
him so
have
often?
64
No.
things are really key. That's where we have those near the top of the front of the
Yes.
page. So we have all the tools, but what's what are you guys doing? Mastery, that's what you're doing. Now you have a lot of beliefs to get rid of.
Yeah.
That's 1,000 days. And
Yes.
it's not your conscience, your thought, your brain, your mind. They're all the enemies. They're not going to help you return to quantum. They'll keep you from quantum.
Yeah.
We have to
Trickster
Yeah.
get we
playground.
have to get out of our own way.
Yes.
Yeah. We're definitely
Exactly.
we're definitely witnessing all of this now. We're
Yes.
witnessing it, aren't we?
So,
The mind play.
Diana, does any more questions?
I was just the one oh, maybe you're talking to the other Diana. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Diana. Excuse me.
No,
You,
anybody's
you Diane.
welcome. We still have 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Diane? Diana?
Diana Martinez, did you
No,
have a question?
you. What
No.
were you
No,
gonna say?
I'm
Okay.
good.
Okay. So I just, Peter, it's just everything that's going on in the world. So I'm trying to hear what you're saying and know that you're talking to us, and yet we're all in this world with all of this going on. Yes, we're returning to quantum, but I look at the coronavirus, and I think the biggest issue with it is that people have not recognized the connection that we all have. As you talk about the word connection, that really, I get that, and it's just that is so much of what I'm seeing that's happening now is people recognizing that we are all one, we are all connected. Everybody matters. Their choices matter. He's gone.
Yes. Yes. He left.
It popped out.
Can you see my picture, everyone? Look at the gold
What
coming
does
in.
the Diana
Yes.
who
Nice.
recommended this have that we know? She has experience with the different energy because we use real energy on the chips. And she didn't even think about it, but she's got it. Methuselah. Any Bible reader knows Methuselah lived for 969 years.
Yes.
Well, how long is the 830, 833,000 years old is the, I'm forgetting all these other people because to me, you're the ones that really matter.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he's 800, it's on the website, and he's 483,000 years old. It's because real energy, period.
Mm-hmm.
Ashtana.
Uh-oh. I'm back, Peter. Scotty, you're still on?
Ashar, I will spend a little time with Ashar, but I don't have to spend much. But that Ashtar's my replacement. I did it from Super Cycle 450 to Super Cycle 1000. So for 13,500 super cycles, it was me and quantum singularity. And then gradually we added.
Yes.
And there's nobody really in our group who wasn't very quantum very early.
Mm-hmm.
What drove you to be part of this group? Because you're all part of the group, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I was looking for the truths.
Are we singing?
Oh no.
I can hear somebody singing.
Coming back.
The one birthday just went by, Peter's, and Bernadette is next. But it'll be
Yeah,
on
I'm on
the
the
next
next
call.
call.
2 weeks, Bernadette. You'll
I'm on
be
Yes.
the next.
right.
I'm on the next
But
call.
if you simply make it really simple, we've gone from quantum singularity to quantum multiples, period.
Yes.
And wow, is that complex? But only because we don't understand it.
Yeah.
Once we understand it, it's simple.
They're very simple. Yes. Basically.
It's great to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Anything wrong with having fun? I don't
No.
think so.
Absolutely
Anything
no.
wrong with always being happy? I
No.
don't think so.
No.
No, that's.
Anything wrong with growing as a
Nope.
No.
person? No.
No harm
Anything wrong with
whatsoever.
growing more skills? No.
No.
Anything?
Uh-oh. Don't do anything. I'm telling myself, not anybody else.
No, you're not the
Having no
reason.
gaps? No. That's what we're doing. And put all that in one word: mastery.
Yeah.
It's just we're addressing everything, and we have very unique ways of looking at it. We have very unique ways of sharing. Look how strong we are because we do that. We
Mm-hmm.
share.
Are there more people on the planet that are doing what we're doing, Peter?
Say that again, Harry.
Are there other people on the planet that are doing what we're doing?
No, not in the universe. Not in all 1,000
Whoa.
galaxies or star systems. We are the center of the very center.
Wow.
But there's a lot in potential,
Hmm?
and right.
Yeah, there's more than a loss.
Well, I don't know the number, but yeah, there's quite a few in potential.
Endless, endless.
What is the thousandth truth? Quantum love. And where was that finally released? At Harry's.
Yes.
That was released for all 1,000 star systems at Harry's.
Yeah.
I can tell you, Peter, when you brought all these people to my home, it was such an awakening, and I was just so honored for these people to come. I don't think I ever recovered from that because the energy was so beautiful.
Oh.
The energy was energy I never felt before.
Yes.
I don't think in this life or other lives. it was just another level of knowingness and feeling.
Mm.
And I've really never recovered from that. It's
We were all changed forever, Harry, that weekend.
Yeah.
I was just so honored that you came to my home, and you were all so beautiful inside and out. You know that it was overwhelming. You know, and I was really sad when you all left, and I had tears in my eyes often saying goodbye to you guys.
Oh.
You were so beautiful. Yeah.
Oh.
So beautiful. Thank you, Harry.
Oh
Thank
God,
you.
thank you.
It was just perfect. The room was large enough. There were 46 of us there, and it was just great.
Yeah.
You're gonna have another one soon, though.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. As soon as this virus thing
Yeah.
Yeah.
allows us to travel, Bernadette can't even fly to US now.
No.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Never mind.
Nor
We'll
can
see you in
Judy.
spirit.
Yes.
We
Are you
know.
coming,
Peter, can I ask
Judy?
you a
And
question?
we
Peter?
know Bud is not with us,
Uh,
but his magnificence,
Oh.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there anything
Magnificent
we
will
can
be
do
with
as a
us till
collective of oneness to help
his magnificence
this
is,
virus?
and when Bud reappears, I'll let us all know.
Ah.
yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
please.
yes.
Yes.
Good.
But Bud did what Bud wanted to do. Bud's magnificence did what Bud's magnificence wanted to do.
Mm.
And he's happy in heaven, I have no doubt.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
doubt. Peter, Lee
Yep.
has a question that she'd like to ask you. She was trying to ask and then you fell off.
Peter, what can we do since we're all oneness and is there anything that we can do as a collective to help the fear and panic of this virus, to help the people that are not in quantum? I mean, I would think that as a group, if we all did something together, that we would be able to influence it in some way. Is there something that we can do as a group?
Well, we're exactly doing that.
Okay, just what we're doing now.
That's exactly what we're doing,
Okay.
Yes.
and we're taking.
Ah.
To me, it's like a drop of water in a pond. Whatever we do goes
Hey,
out
Sonny, I just saw your
so much
name
more.
for the first time. We're taking steps to make sure we do not make errors.
Say that again, please.
All our steps are towards being 100% and making no errors. So if you don't know, you don't know. Ask.
Yes.
Call me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to wait. Call me. We'll talk about it. I mean, many do call, and we'll have one-on-one discussion until it's correct.
Yes.
Noreen calls. Diane calls.
Yes.
We're having this call because of
Mm-hmm.
Diana. She.
The isolation helps you to call, Diana.
Call
Yeah.
Diana. I'm just no.
Thank you, Diana.
Because, as I've said, she uses spaceship energy. She has that
Oh,
in the
yeah.
experience of this person.
Which Diana is that? Diana Cairo?
Martinez.
Real energy.
Diana Martinez has the
Takes
space.
it for granted. Did. I don't think she does anymore.
So in a
Too many
spaceship.
trips through the eraser between the real and holographic energy.
Yeah, so she had a feeling, she had an experience of endlessness. Is that what
Say
she
that
had,
again,
Peter?
Bernadette.
Diana had an experience of endlessness. Endless.
Well, I mean, you're bringing us King Arthur and Guinevere, and
Oh.
you don't know it, but that's part of what you're doing. And
I'm bringing King Arthur in.
Yes.
yeah, King Arthur, Guinevere, Galahad, Lancelot,
Holy cow, Bernie.
Wow.
Gawain,
I see. All for
Gawain.
one and one for all.
That's cool.
See,
Hey.
you're tying all that in.
Yeah, you're holding the energy for all of that region.
So
Excalibur.
we're all helping each other.
Oh my word.
Wonder Woman.
Stonehenge, Glastonbury. I mean, all those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
girl.
Nice one.
So,
We're at 1 hour, Peter.
Should we
yeah,
sing to Peter?
Huh?
Should we sing
we're
Happy
gonna
Birthday?
do another one on the 1st of April.
Yes.
And, but you guys are doing great.
Yay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Peter.
you.
Okay.
Again.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
nice.
Bye
Oh,
bye.
thank you,
Bye,
everyone.
Everybody, love
everybody.
you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Peter's
Bye,
back.
Love,
everyone.
Peter's
Love
back.
and hugs to everybody.
Yeah.
Thank
Love
you.
yes,
hugs,
exactly.
kisses.
Thank
We're
you.
doing
You in
great.
2 weeks.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah.
See you all in 2
Thank
weeks.
you.
So
Thank
Peter,
you. We'll see
Thank
you
See
you.
you
soon. Love you,
soon.
Judy.
Yeah,
Bye,
see you all
Judy.
too.
Keep going. You're doing great.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
Thank
you.
you
bye.
so much.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye
Donna.
bye.
Bye.